Howdy sports fans, are you good? Good. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 is here, and our face is pretty much melted from all of the stuff that went down. Not only was Peely savagely murdered by Ryu from Street Fighter,
Peely!
but we also had our biggest lore dump maybe ever, mainly in the form of the Foundation and Genō, a new character or thing that we haven't met yet. Here's the scene in question, just in case you haven't seen it yet.
Look, I know you have no reason to trust me, but... Oh no. Hang on! Let's talk! Let's talk! Genō! I can get you to Genō.
And the sisters?
I can get you all of them. But I need your help to fix that.
You have a deal. For now.
But what does this all mean? Is Genō a bad guy, or even a guy at all? Who are the sisters? Will the Foundation become my new dad? Well, I've done a little digging and theorising, and I think I have some answers. But listen, I promise I'm not crazy, I swear. That's what crazy people always say, but I promise I'm not. If you could slap the like and smash the subscribe, I will swear in a court of law that I am of sound mind. So let's start with the Foundation, who is much easier to figure out. The Foundation is the leader of the Seven, the shadowy group in Fortnite, who are intrinsically linked to the Fortnite Island's 0 point. The Foundation is shown to have extraordinary powers, capable of creating the spire to house a 0 point and flying through the air. As mentioned, he is rad, and he should be my dad. The Foundation joins the Visitor, the Scientist, and the Paradigm as revealed members of the Seven, meaning that there are 3 members still accounted for. These may be the Sisters. The Seven's intentions are unclear, though based on the Foundation's actions in the Season 6 event to prevent all of reality from collapsing, it seems as if they are the good guys after all. Even though they rocketed the 0 point in Season X, this may have been their only option to save the island and everyone on it, along with the wider metaverse and all realities. As for Genō, when Agent Jones promises to help the Foundation get to Genō, the Foundation then asks Jones if that also includes the Sisters. These characters are not written as a proper noun during the event's subtitles, so it's almost certainly not their actual collective name. There is pretty much virtually nothing to go off in terms of lore for the Sisters. I mean, they're just called the Sisters, so it's impossible to even really speculate on who they are, beyond possibly members of the Seven. I mean, they might be based on the Sisters of Fate of Greek myth, who control time itself and were recently seen in God of War, but there's very, very little to go off. I mean, how many famous sisters are there in pop culture? I mean, it could be the Scissor Sisters for all we know, let's be real here. And it should be, but that would be fun. What is almost certain though, to me at least, is that Genō is currently being held by IO, the Imagined Order, the organisation Agent Jones used to belong to, and the enemies of the Seven. This explains how Agent Jones knows where it is, as it's likely he came across it at some point. But what does Genō mean? Well, Genō seems to have its basis in the Latin word geno, which means to be born or to produce, and is often tied to Genesis, which means the origins or beginning of something. The book of Genesis was also the first book of the Hebrew Bible and Christian Old Testament, and centers around how the world is created. There are other ties to the Bible in Season 6 already, particularly the John 3:16 verse. Check out my earlier video for more clues on that, and again, I must reiterate this, I am not crazy. Donald Mustard is referencing the Bible and other religions in the storyline of Fortnite. Honestly, I am not ringing a bell on a street corner here and decrying the end of the world. I'm being legit. Genō can also be used as a prefix for genome or other terms such as family, tribe or race. The Latin link is further strengthened by the macron above the O in Genō. Macrons are typically used to signify the length of a letter. Here it might be being used to show the age of Genō, that they have been around for a long time. Alternatively, when it comes to romanization, which is the process of turning the Latin alphabet into Greek, the omega symbol was transliterated to the O with a macron above it, the same letter that Genō ends in. Omega is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. When you combine Genō with the O with a macron, you basically get the beginning and end, otherwise known as a complete loop. Now that we know all that, here are 4 theories about Genō in Fortnite that I think hold quite a lot of water. Number 1. Genō is linked to the Foundation, either romantically or biologically, and both of them help to create the island and possibly the 0 point. This would explain why the Foundation's face, open brackets, closed brackets, quotation mark face, changes when Agent Jones mentions Genō's name. Granted, I'm not the best at reading, android magician facial expressions, but I'm pretty sure it's a show of love from him here. Number 2, they formed the island and are its true creator, i.e. the island's god, with the Foundation being their very first creation and the basis for the rest of the island's creation, hence the Foundation name. Genō then went on to create the rest of the 7 as the island's protectors, the loop and the rest of the island's workings being vital to the rest of the multiverse. The island could even be a stand-in for the Garden of Eden, where humans first lived in the Bible. And number 3, Genō is not in fact a person, but the genesis point of the island, the start of the loop and the thing that's needed to end it once and for all, which would explain why the Foundation is so interested in getting to it. Finally, number 4, Genō is the home planet of the 7, and it's somewhere the 7 want to go back to as they are travelling through space and time without an anchor. Personally speaking, this is the least likely of the theories, but it might still hold some weight. While all of these theories might hold some truth, it's almost beyond certain to me that either the Foundation or Genō is behind everything going on in Fortnite. All the loops, all the reality tears, all of the battle royales, all of the peelies, all of it. Whatever the truth may be about who or what Genō is in Fortnite, one thing's almost certain to me, we aren't going to get proper answers anytime soon. It's real mystery box storytelling where the questions keep piling up and the answers just don't get answered. Expect the storyline to roll on for a long time, at least another chapter. So those are just a few of my theories about Genō, the sisters, and the Foundation in Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 6. Do you think I'm being a little bit crazy? I'm not crazy. Or do you think I'm onto something? Or are there any alternative theories that you might have? I would love to hear them down below, and thank you for watching.